All right. Well, we just looked at it. So we beat the Jaguars twice last year. And we went 1-1 against the Titans in our 2 games. So, if the... Is it the Jag wins? Hold on, we gotta look. So, we beat the Jags, and then we lost to the Jags. But we won against the Titans both times. So, we need the Jags to beat... No, we need the Titans to beat the Jags. And then, if we win our game and that happens, we win the division, believe it or not. That's crazy. Yeah, we got Hey. Big hopes for him in the future. And we get Joshua Downs. +2 the catching. Catching's already up to 87. All right. Let's get the final game of the season done. I think it does that because I pick NFL Live playbooks. All right, let's see if we can sweep. No, the Texans beat us, believe it or not.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it's all up next.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. It's all about division.
And I remember watching games in the RCA Dome.
The regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans.
All right, we need
on the Indianapolis Colts.
We need the Titans to beat the Jags.
January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it.
If Taylor didn't want to sit out his first 4 games, this could be a lot better.
They were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you score more than that.
No, we had it.
Improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
You look at the defense for these
Man, my team's already tired.
Yeah, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around.
I think it might be the training stuff.
Last in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
You know, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Colts at 8-8 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss.
Oh, they picked him up and slammed him.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, so we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Richardson off the play fake. Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
Pittman just going.
To about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Stopped in his tracks by Chase Winovich.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 9. 2nd down, here's Richardson.
Oh, come on, game.
Slant and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Man, I thought I would throw it fucking... Such a delay on the throw. I thought I was...
Is that an interception? It's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will
should have waited a little longer to throw it, but I'm not used to having time in the pocket.
Here's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Stroud working out of the gun. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Hell is going on? My play calling.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He finds his target, it's Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, we're going to have a lot of things we got to fix this season, off season. O-line's one of them.
The second down throw now from Stroud. That is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively.
I'm fine with our receivers. Besides, I'm getting that tight end. As much as I wanted Mo Alley Cox, I can't pass that tight end up.
And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
Please don't fake it like the Raiders.
Should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned.
I am actually surprised that Pittman doesn't have a star on him.
And don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They'll try and run for this with Morris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
Man, they really came for me.
A really nice pickup.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism.
You got bumped.
Hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Ball start. Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Pierce gets this one running right. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Stroud to throw it. Got his man, Dell. It'll be a gain of 5, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Stroud on 3rd down now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down.
I don't believe this.
On a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
No way. They make that?
Is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts.
Nah. NFL's going to be drug testing him.
Jonathan Taylor at center stage. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Why would you die? It's just animation based. That's just bullshit. See, this is what I hate. Like, so when the receiver goes for a ball, they just don't realize there's a defender going for it too. Some bullshit.
Interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
Oh, my Lord.
Goes left side. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have regained the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary.
That's depressing.
That can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground.
I'm actually hyped for the season to end if it ends after this.
Every time.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Play action. Now Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action with Richardson. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 3.
Didn't even get up to the line of set and they're jumping.
Colts lineman might have jumped. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Not far enough. I got hit. We had it too. He got him beat. I just got hit on throwing it.
Here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Richardson looking to throw. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Now it's Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15 it goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Richardson to throw.
Whoa!
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
I didn't even have time to look. Damn, they got me on that.
Will Anderson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
I thought Molly Cox had had that.
Well,
Oh, did you hear this? Are you kidding me? Yeah.
spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams.
Only a half a game left until
as we send you down to Orlando, where
regular season's over.
has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right.
Only 2 quarters.
I don't want to know the Titans game.
Season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Well, maybe if y'all had a better halftime show. Like, showed highlights. Like, I would love a halftime that would just show highlights.
Number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Oh, Kenny Moore.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Richardson to throw off play action.
Oh, thank God that was swatted.
It's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That pattern
running scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards.
Oh, that's pass interference.
And not worrying about trying to get a
Boo,
touchdown.
pass interference.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Play action. Here's Stroud. Quick throw there is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First and 10, it's Pierce. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay, I slid it to the left. I don't know why they went back to the right.
25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. As this complete to Woods. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Pierce. He is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pierce. And he will again run into a wall as he is stopped at the 4-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the third, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Richardson looking to throw this.
Okay, I'm throwing the RB. Why did it take so goddamn long? Why did it take so long to throw RB? I was like, hike, RB, right there. I hit RB.
Will Anderson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That complete to Downs. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Richardson back to throw it. The risk taken in by Downs.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
I can't wait to be able to see my plays.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Ooh, he just dropped it.
Drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Go for the ball!
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I hate the AI in this game. Ball. That's what it sounds like. That's what literally it's like. They literally just don't go for the ball.
No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Richardson A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
Mr. Automatic.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in.
What?
We could have some great matches.
I'm confused. I saw the screen. I try to go to the screen. I see the screen, and I'm trying to go to the screen, but look, what is Buckner doing? This is football. Wait, what the fuck was that?
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting...
Team's retarded. The end fucking retarded. The defensive AI in this game is trash. You beat your man. Why are you not running to the quarterback?
He takes it inside the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 106 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go, Pay.
A measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Quiddy Pay.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd.
God, I wish my team could block like that.
He's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damien.
I really wish my team could block like that, like every block. See, if that was me, if that was Jonathan Taylor right there, yeah, 52 would have already left his block trying to tackle me.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Colts getting ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Richardson. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Oh, I thought
And he'll get it inside the 40
I
to the
thought Pittman was gonna block for me.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Richardson. They'll roll him out right.
Let's get the 1st down. That's all we care.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down. 2nd down, another run with Taylor.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 3rd down and 5. Richardson to throw it.
Ooh. I wish I should have set my feet and threw it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the
Let's
touchdown
go.
and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Houston set to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football?
Well, he did hit a 61-yarder.
And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Stroud. Got his man, it's Woods. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Stroud. Another target and catch for Robert Woods. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one was accepted.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
God, I just can't get through this line.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48.
131 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle.
Come on. I wish my receivers could be like that. I feel like they have to fucking cheat like that.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
They'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up with a 3rd and 9 situation.
Oh, looks like DeForest Buckner took... Oh, offsides. Ball startup, man.
In comes the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Stroud here on 3rd.
Stop doing the dance! Oh my God!
They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. Well done by
I hate that, bro. Just get out of it. Look. Every time I've noticed it. I guess because I'm hitting down and I'm doing the power move, but for some reason, if you just don't miss, you do that and you're stuck in that animation.
Good job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Will Anderson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now Richardson gets his shot here in OT. That's going to be
Mo Alley caught that.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson.
Forced out to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be...
Woohoo! I was nervous.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Good.
He got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for the Colts,
they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally.
Now we get to find out if we get to go to the
maybe not exactly what they
playoffs.
were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Texans,
they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out.
Woo, what a way to finish the regular season. Oh my god, did we just make it where we can unlock 6 people now? There we go, 6 people for next year. We can start better XP. Alright. Did we make the wild card at 9 and 8? We did not. Ah. Lame. Actually, I think I was off. I think I was wrong about the Titans and Jags game. No. Well, we came in second place. 9 and 8 on the season. That's sad. Oh well, we had a winning record, so we didn't start off with a losing record. Don't make fun of my interceptions. We're going to get rid of them next year. We had a lot of rushing yards this year. Holy crap. Mo Alley Cox at 1,000 yards. Pittman almost had it. Pittman and Downs. Defense. Shaquille Leonard. My linebacker leads the league. Perfect in kicking. 28 of 28. All right. Well, we'll do the off season next video.